The largest retailer in the U.S. is paying out millions to settle a lawsuit.
Most families throw away hundreds every month at Walmart without realizing it. Not on bad products, on prices that didn't have to be that high. The average household drops over $900 monthly at big box retailers. But here's what they won't tell you. There's a hidden system running underneath those everyday prices. A code language written right on the tags that separates the people who pay retail from the ones who walk out with the same cart for half the cost. These aren't coupons or sales. These are strategies that Walmart employees know exist, but most shoppers ignore. 12 of them. And after today, you'll never scan an aisle the same way again. 1. The clearance code nobody mentions. Walk past any shelf and you'll see prices. Some high, some low, all seemingly random, but look closer at the cents. That's where the truth hides. When a price ends in 0.01 or $0.05, you're not looking at a sale. You're looking at a death sentence for that product. Discontinued. Final markdown. Walmart's last attempt to move it before it vanishes completely. They won't announce it. No signs, no banners. Just a quiet number buried in the price tag, waiting for someone sharp enough to notice. Picture a kitchen gadget sitting there for $7 on dollar. Last week it was $50. Someone walked right past it because they assumed it was junk or broken. It wasn't. It was just coded for liquidation, and nobody read the signal. That's the difference between knowing and guessing. Once you spot these endings, shopping stops being a gamble. It becomes tactical. Every 0.01 or 0.05 you find is money Walmart's begging you to save, but only if you're paying attention to the details. And here's the thing. These items move fast. When the price drops that low, inventory is already thin. You see it, you grab it, or someone else will. The system doesn't wait for indecision. This code exists because Walmart needs the inventory gone. The price is painful on purpose. It's designed to move product immediately, creating urgency. So when you find it, you've got maybe hours before someone else snatches it up. But this is just the surface of what's really happening in those aisles. There are codes within codes, and once you learn them all, you're not a shopper anymore. You're a system player. 2, your phone knows more than the shelf. You trust what you see on the shelf. Most people do. They read the tag, toss the item in the cart, and move on. But Walmart's internal system updates prices long before anyone changes those little paper stickers. That toy marked $24.80 might actually ring up at $5.97. The only way to know? Scan it yourself. The Walmart app isn't just for browsing. It's a price detector, a gap finder, a cheat code sitting in your pocket. While the store's running one price on the floor, the system's already dropped it online. You're standing next to someone paying full retail for the same item you're getting at 75% off. Not because you're lucky, because you checked. Most shoppers treat their phones like distractions. You're using it as leverage. Every aisle becomes a battlefield where information wins. The people scrolling social media walk out paying more. The people scanning barcodes walk out paying less. It's that simple. And this trick works across the entire store. Electronics, home goods, toys, clothing. If there's a tag, there's a chance the app's telling a different story. This is where casual shopping turns into strategic acquisition. You're no longer just buying. You're verifying. You're comparing. You're making sure every dollar is actually worth what you're about to spend it on. The app becomes your silent partner, whispering the truth that the shelf is hiding. This gap exists because the online system processes faster than the print system. Digital updates happen in minutes. Physical tags take days or sometimes weeks to update. You're capitalizing on that delay. every single trip. 3. The return wave. You're missing. Right after Christmas, something interesting happens. Walmart gets slammed with returns. Unwanted gifts, duplicate items, things that didn't fit. All of it floods back into the store within days, and Walmart can't sell it as new anymore, even if it's never been used. So they slash the price. Hard. We're talking 60%, sometimes 70% off. Open box, resealed packaging, but inside, untouched. Perfect. Most shoppers avoid these items out of ego. They want the pristine box, the factory seal, the feeling of new. But smart buyers know that value lives inside the packaging, not on it. That Instant Pot marked down to $39 from $89 works exactly the same. The only difference is someone else bought it first, changed their mind, and handed you a discount in the process. Here's the timing trick. Don't rush in December 26th. Wait 2 or 3 days. That's when the returns have been processed, retagged, and quietly placed back on the floor. While everyone's recovering from holiday shopping fatigue, you're walking in refreshed and ready. The post-holiday return wave is one of the most predictable discount cycles in retail, but only a fraction of shoppers take advantage of it. These items aren't seconds or defective goods. They're legitimately perfect products that just have a different price because of their journey through the return system. And the timing extends far beyond holidays. After any major promotional event, returns spike dramatically. Black Friday creates a return surge a week later. Back-to-school sales lead to August returns. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, all followed by return surges. The pattern repeats constantly throughout the year. Once you recognize it, you start planning your shopping calendar around these predictable windows. This is when strategic shoppers dominate and build their advantage. 4 ask and you might receive clearance racks are great, but what if the price could go lower? Most people assume the tag is final. It's not. Walmart managers have flexibility, especially when it helps them move old stock faster. Walk up with 3 clearance items and ask, "If I take all of these, can you do better?" You'd be surprised how often the answer is yes. You're not begging, you're offering a solution. Managers need to clear shelf space to make room for new inventory. You're willing to buy in bulk. It's a trade that benefits both sides. That $90 bundle might become $60 with one polite question. I've watched it happen, quietly, with no signs or announcements. Just a simple conversation that saves real money. The key is confidence. Most shoppers stay silent because they don't want to seem cheap or annoying. But retailers expect negotiation on clearance. They've built room into the pricing for exactly this reason. The ones who ask get the deeper discount. The ones who don't pay the sticker price like everyone else. This doesn't work on regular priced items, obviously, but clearance is flexible by design. It's inventory they need gone. Your willingness to take multiple pieces makes their job easier. All you have to do is speak up. It's a skill that gets easier every time you do it. Start small if you need to. One question feels risky until you hear yes a few times. Then it becomes routine. 5 the days that matter. Weekends feel like the right time to shop. Big crowds, lots of activity, fresh stock on the shelves. But that's exactly when prices are worst. By Saturday, the best clearance items are already gone. The markdowns happened earlier in the week, and the serious hunters grabbed them days ago. Here's what insiders know. Wednesday and Thursday mornings are the sweet spot. That's when stores process markdowns, update inventory systems, and quietly slash prices across the board. No announcements, no email blasts. Just silent, serious discounts waiting for anyone sharp enough to show up early. Electronics especially see major cuts midweek. Imagine walking into the electronics section on a Wednesday at 8 a.m. That TV sitting there for $299 last week just dropped to $149, and nobody's noticed yet. Laptops, speakers, small appliances, all getting stealth reductions while most people are at work or still planning their weekend shopping trip. The window is narrow though. By Thursday afternoon, the best items are already gone. By Friday, new stock has come in, and the truly heavy markdowns have moved to other departments. That's why early morning Wednesday is sacred. That's when you find the deals that feel impossible, the ones that make you wonder how they're even legal. Timing isn't just about finding deals, it's about finding them first. The early bird cliche exists for a reason in retail. Retailers restock and reprice on predictable schedules like clockwork. Once you sync your shopping trips with their internal cycles, you stop chasing deals and start anticipating them. Wednesday morning becomes your secret payday, week after week. You're not hunting randomly. You're capitalizing on a system that runs like clockwork. 6. The inventory. They don't display some of Walmart's best clearance items, never make it to the sales floor. They sit in the back room, boxed up, forgotten. Why? Limited shelf space. If the floor's already full, clearance stock just stays behind the scenes, invisible to shoppers. But it's there, waiting, sometimes for weeks. All it takes is one question. Walk up to a manager or associate and ask, "Do you have any clearance items in the back that haven't come out yet?" Most of the time, they'll check. And when they do, they might roll out things nobody else even knew existed. Returned electronics, off-season patio furniture, misplaced markdowns gathering dust. Managers appreciate this actually. It helps them clear space and hit inventory goals. You're not being difficult, you're being informed. And that 60 seconds of boldness could land you a TV, a grill, or a kitchen appliance at a price that never even made it to the sales floor. This is where the average shopper and the strategic shopper split paths. Average shoppers browse what's visible. Strategic shoppers ask what's possible. That confidence gap is worth hundreds over the course of a year. The back room is basically a hidden clearance section, but only for people willing to ask for access. The best associates actually appreciate this question. It gives them purpose. They get to help someone out while solving an inventory problem. You walk out with a score. They walk away knowing they moved something from the back. Everyone's happy. 7 seasonal collapse cycles. Walmart isn't sentimental about inventory. The second a season ends, everything related to it becomes dead weight. Summer grills in September, Halloween decor on November 1st, Christmas items on December 26th. They're not holding on to this stuff. They're torching the prices to make room for what's next. We're talking $200 patio sets dropping to $28 overnight. Garden tools going from $60 to $9. Holiday lights marked down 90%. It's not a clearance. It's a liquidation disguised as quiet shelf rotation. Blink and it's gone. Here's what separates the winners from the regretful: timing. Most people buy seasonal items at peak prices because that's when they need them. Grills in June, decor in December. But the smart play is circling back after the season ends. That's when the exact same products collapse in price. You're buying premium gear at discount store rates simply because the calendar flipped. These aren't damaged goods or low-quality leftovers. They're the same items people fought over weeks earlier, now sitting there begging to be claimed. Walmart's clearing space. You're clearing shelves. Everyone wins, as long as you show up at the right moment. The seasonal cycle is relentless and predictable. January is when Christmas decorations vanish at 80% off. August is when summer furniture gets slashed. September clears out gardening supplies. February liquidates Valentine's items. This is free money if you shop strategically. You just have to think ahead. Buy your Christmas decor in January for next year. Get summer furniture in September. Stock up on gardening supplies in October. Your future self pays a fraction of what you would have in season. 8. The price gap, Walmart. Hopes. You miss. You're holding a toaster. Shelf tag says $39.96. You pull out your phone, check walmart.com, and there it is, $25.99. Most people shrug and assume they have to order it online or pay the higher in-store price. Wrong. Walmart will match their own website price at the register if you ask. That's it. One question, instant savings. This isn't a rare exception. It's official policy. They'd rather honor the lower price than watch you leave and order it online. So they give you the deal on the spot. All you have to do is show them the price on your phone. No negotiation, no coupons. Just a quick scan and a confident ask. What's wild is how many people overpay for this exact reason every single day. Same product, same store, 2 different prices. One on the shelf, one in the system. And the only thing separating them is whether or not you checked. High margin items like electronics, toys, and home goods see this gap most often. Once you know this trick, you'll use it constantly. It removes the guesswork. You're not gambling on whether the price is fair. You're verifying it in real time and claiming the difference when it matters. This alone can save $10, $20, even more per trip, depending on what you're buying. The cashiers won't even blink. They've seen this 100 times. It's standard protocol. The only people who don't use it are the ones who don't know it exists. 9. When clearance tags lie. Clearance stickers are helpful. Bright yellow, easy to spot, markdown prices that look like deals. But here's the brutal truth. They're often wrong. Not intentionally. They're just outdated. Walmart updates prices in their system before anyone gets around to changing the physical tags. So that sticker screaming $7 might actually ring up at $3 or less. I've seen it myself. Picked up a countertop blender labeled $29 clearance. Scanned it out of curiosity. Rang up at $9. Same barcode, same product. The only difference was I didn't trust the tag. That's not luck. That's verification. And it's $20 that stayed in my pocket because I took 5 seconds to double check. This is the shift you need to make. Stop treating price stickers like gospel. Treat them like suggestions. Then scan everything and get the real number. The app doesn't lie. The system doesn't lag. What it says is what you'll pay. And more often than not, it's lower than the tag promises. This happens across every department. Home goods, apparel, electronics, toys. Clearance markdowns process faster digitally than physically. The gap creates opportunity. The people who scan it catch the gap. The people who don't miss it entirely and overpay without realizing it. The system is built on information asymmetry, and now you've got the information advantage. 10. Building your personal shopping strategy. Here's the challenge most people face. They know these tricks exist, but they don't know how to combine them into a unified approach. They use one here, another there, but they never fully integrate them into a cohesive system. That's the difference between saving occasionally and saving consistently. Start by identifying your specific store's markdown schedule. Visit on different days and times and notice patterns emerging. Watch for the merchandise rotation. Notice which departments get restocked when. Talk to employees. Most of them know the cycle and appreciate someone who's genuinely interested. They'll tell you things that aren't posted anywhere online. Create a personal shopping calendar. Mark the seasonal turn dates on your phone. Plan your big purchases around these predictable windows. This isn't random shopping. This is planning. You're treating Walmart like a strategic investment rather than a passive shopping trip. Every dollar is allocated based on timing and information. Document your discoveries as you go. Screenshot prices from the app when you see discrepancies. Note the prices on clearance tags and compare them to what rings up at the register. Over time, you'll see your own patterns emerge. What works in your store might differ slightly from another location. Your job is to learn your specific Walmart's personality and seasonal rhythms. Here's what changes when you start using all of these together. You walk into a Walmart with a plan, not just a list. You know the codes. You know the timing. You know what to ask for and when to ask for it. You're armed with information that most shoppers don't even know exists. The average shopper sees tags and accepts them. You see tags and verify them. The average shopper shops on weekends when prices are high. You shop on Wednesday mornings when they're low. The average shopper takes what's visible on the floor. You ask for what's hidden in the back. The average shopper buys in season at peak prices. You buy after season ends at clearance prices. Over a year, this isn't just about saving a few dollars here and there. This is about training yourself to think differently about retail, to see the patterns underneath the chaos, to understand that pricing is a system, not a mystery. And once you understand the system, you can work it to your advantage. These strategies stack together powerfully. Use them individually, and you save money. Use them together, and you transform how you shop entirely. That $900 monthly budget suddenly has real breathing room. That's not accidental. That's the result of knowing what most people ignore. Start with one this week. Try the app scanning. Test the Wednesday morning shopping next week. Ask a manager about the backstock the week after that. Let each strategy become natural before you layer in the next one. Build momentum. Each success makes the next one feel easier. But start now. Because the sooner you begin, the sooner you join the shoppers who see through the system instead of getting buried by it. Your wallet will thank you, week after week.